All right. Welcome back to Monster Anime Review, episode number 3. We're here reviewing the 4th episode of the series, which is called Ject. This one, from that one, I can definitely tell reading the description. It does finish with this episode. Book 1 is done. So hopefully for next week I can read book 2, because I think it's book 2. So in this episode, here's kind of what happens. We open up basically like right after basically where Gabiro basically just finished having himself basically a night of passion with 6 women. Then when he wakes up, basically only Gabimi and the red hair woman are basically in his hammock. And basically he's basically notified that someone's coming. Elves. Which, of course, these elves are written to be basically like, well, this is not the fall of the series. This is basically how Katie's sometimes elves written. Elves are a lot of time written to be very arrogant, pig-headed, and love the sound of their own voice. Even American fiction loves picking elves like this. Not all elves are like this. Some of them are, but mostly it's the male elves who always talk down to humans per se. Some are pretty decent people. I mean, the most popular one is Legolas from the Lord of the Rings films. He's a pretty decent elf, despite the fact his father is a jerk to humans. Yes, the elf woman in their hand, a lot of the time, usually pretty decent people. So, and they're here because they're requesting help from people who live in this cave to help against war against the humans. And they turn him down because basically he's very arrogant about it. So he scares them to leave. He does not harm them, just doesn't leave. And also tells his archers to back off. Yeah, because he has his ability of search. So, and then like everyone normal day, and then the elves came back, where he proceeds to they force coming back in force, and he basically defeats all with the white webbing, not the golden one, and proceeds to look like he ate elf off screen because he gets some abilities. So they apologize basically for coming there, and he basically says, "Okay, so we're gonna have all of you fight my people, and whoever wins basically gets to live, and loses gets to have whatever." And it's also really he rigged it where the women basically all live, because apparently he wants them because they're hot. Yes, even the elder basically sleeping with one of the elves, which is so funny. The way he does it is funny. So, and apparently the male one basically was defeated. So, yeah, so they're told to surrender their equipment, and they're basically held as slaves. I have rather used for breeding. Yes, seriously, the elf women are used for breeding. And then they think, okay, so beat some more monsters. Also, Gabaken basically gets a chance to evolve into this red-like being. Very strong. Has a rematch with Gabibro, who beats him, but basically he doesn't affect he's become stronger. He does appreciate the fact that the women basically a lot to do this episode. We also see that the red-haired woman gets the ability to attack monsters, but she has to eat. It basically to build a monster, or this particular ability, which allows her to attack monsters with his red eye thing, and then sorry about this. Moth. So pretty much, basically, like she has to eat monsters, and of course they kill some of these dog-like people. And then, of course, apparently the episode ends with, I know you probably think, what the heck are you doing, Nick? Yeah, there's a moth running around here. So then, of course, more people show up, and they're being chased by skeletons. And this is a fall off from like the previous episode where Violence Tube gets excellently rated, and unleashes the Guardian the skeletons, and its great skeleton. And they're pretty much all defeated, and, well, good experience for all of them. And they proceed to, well, and they call him Lord because they want him to basically survive. Also, it's shown in this episode that we have some of the goblins involved, the clerics. Like one basically comes, kind of Goblin Rose's assistant. Which I thought very interesting. So they basically volunteered. Now the Khalids, I think it's called, they volunteered to basically become servants. The elf women were forced to. And that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. And with that, basically, I'm caught up with this series. So, next watching will be One Piece, because I decided not to do Dr. Elsie, because I changed my mind with that one. So, after finish of the episodes for One Piece, which I'm going through 36 episodes for that one, I will head back to watching Aba Ranger. Okay? So, yes, that's a particular view. Next up is Tsumunchi Moonlit Fantasy. Okay? Next view. Bye.